Hello everybody, I am Pixel and this video is going to be a little bit strange, to be honest. As you know, I do a weekly vlog series, and in this vlog I've got some really bad news. And the bad news basically reflects on the 10th of October, my brother passed away in his sleep. Right now, it seems like the cause is sudden death syndrome. However, we are still waiting on the coroner's report for the final conclusion, basically, to be told what happened to him. Kyle was 23 years old. He'd just got his degree, and he managed to get his first job, and he was going to be working, ironically, just after getting a degree. He was going to be working at KFC. Unfortunately, the day before that happens, he goes to bed totally normal. He's not unwell whatsoever, and unfortunately, he didn't wake up. As you can imagine, me, the rest of the family, and all of his many friends, and he had so many friends. Even though it's a really sad time, I'm just so happy to see that when I go on his Facebook page right now, he's got so many friends. It's going to be a hard time for us all. And I'm sure you understand that's why there's going to be a break in the content. We've got too many arrangements to work out, and funeral. I'm trying to stay positive. He did not suffer. I had to identify the body, and he was asleep. Still, his eyes was closed. He didn't look uncomfortable. His phone was within an arm's reach of him. My brother, he wasn't the smartest tool in the shed, to be honest. He was very, very laid back and very lazy. But he was very happy. Without a doubt, he was the happiest person that I have ever met in my life. Ever. And he's got so many friends. I mean, he's 23. And I don't think I could live to 123 and still gather as many friends as what he's managed to do in his short life. To any of his friends that are watching, I just want to thank you personally for being there for him. And I know that you are happy to have known him. I know that many of you are going to miss him deeply. But it's not over. He's built a legacy already. I can't believe this happened, guys. I just can't believe it's happened. The most carefree person in the world. But he was happy. What we currently believe at this point in time is it comes down to something called sudden death syndrome. We are certain that there was no foul play, and it is highly, highly, highly unlikely, even though we are still waiting for the coroner's report, it was anything to do with anything like suicide. Sudden death syndrome affects 12 people under the age of 35 in the UK every week. And effectively, your heart just stops. It just stops. I'm never going to believe it's fair that it's happened to Kyle. And if you guys, I'm getting messages all the time telling me that they can do anything for me. What you can do is allow this to help you. Allow his death to not mean nothing. Get yourself tested. There is a charity in the UK called Cry UK, and you do get subsidized ECG heart exams. This could affect anybody, and you will have no prior symptoms, just like Kyle never had. A lot of the people that spoke to him the day, the hours, the minutes before he went to sleep, no, he was fine. Right now, we are planning to hopefully have the funeral on Friday or next Monday. It'll be in Preston. I'm sure that many of you will want to come along, and you are all invited. I'm sorry, guys. I can't believe it. Please do what Carl would have wanted you to do. Stay positive. Think of the happy times that you and him, and the happy times that you know that he's had, and the advice that he's given you, as bad as it probably is, heed it. It did him okay. It did him okay. Every time you see him on the TV, smile, don't cry. Every time he enters your brain, enters any single thought, smile. Remember him as the positive lad. Just don't forget him. He did a bloody drama degree in performing arts. He doesn't want to be forgotten. I'm sure that many of us can't forget him, and we won't forget him. I will remember him for the person that he was. Ironically, when he was alive, I used to look down on him a little bit. He was just so unambitious. He was live for the moment, have a bit of fun, relax. He loved his video games. But it's strange how you always use these times to reflect. And now I'm reflecting. His life was perfect. I never once saw him unhappy. I'd seen him upset every now and again when something shit happens, but never unhappy. And even when he got upset, a couple of hours later, he'd be fine again and back to playing Pokemon or Final Fantasy. He was a wonderful human being. And I will never match up to him. There will be a break in the content, guys, if you're from the channel. I'm sorry. I love you, brother. Sleep tight. Bye-bye.